Good. I think we've improved. I think the kids have gotten better. We're starting to play cleaner, which is good. I think we're as far along as we've been. It's been exciting. Kids have done a good job.
I know you coach the whole defense, but you still look at the defensive backs a little bit more than everybody else since that's who it's.
Well, I look at the linebackers more than anybody else since that's who I'm, in charge of. But no, I think you look at them all. But yeah, it's hard not to take, it's hard to take your eyes off something that your eyes are so trained to be on. So I think that's probably fair.
How is Trent Colston just sort of growing into his potential a little bit?
Good. I think he's improved this spring. He's certainly learning what to do. The thing about Trent is, you guys can see, obviously, just watch him practice. He's long and he can run, but he really likes to play football. I mean, that sounds, but he's passionate about competing. So I think he's improved a bunch, and he's certainly got a long way to go to be a finished product. But what redshirt sophomore doesn't. But I'm certainly been pleased with his progress.
You've been here since day one. How have you seen? What difference have you seen in the roster now as compared to when you got
That's
here?
a great question, Jerry. You guys have probably seen it too. The thing that I see more than anything is when we first got here, I don't know how physical we were. And right now I do think we're starting to develop a physical mentality. You can hear it. You can hear it in practice. And it's certainly not there yet, but I think that's the biggest thing from when we first got here, which seems like forever ago, to right now, that you see. I mean, you really do see it. You see it in inside run, you see it in middle drill, you see it in team, and you see it on offense and defense. And there's an appreciation by the kids for it, and I think there's a level of respect for the teammate across from them for it, which is fun.
Is that a product of the recruiting philosophy that has been instituted here?
I think it's a product of Coach Chris' philosophy in general. I really do. I mean, the one thing that he's constantly preaching is guys that love football, and when he says that, he means, love to play, but love the physical end of it. And I think really his philosophy, it plays through in recruiting, plays through in how we practice, what's important, what's stressed in meetings, and the old adage that you get what you ask, and that's the one thing you ask for from the kids, from the staff, and I think it's shown through.
What's stressed in meetings?
Smart, tough, dependable. You've heard us say that, and it's not just a saying. When you talk about smart, you're not just talking about knowing your job within a situation, but knowing where you are on the field, knowing the situation in the game. On offense, knowing things you can steal defensively with safety rotation, linebacker alignments. On defense, understanding if the guy in front of you is light-handed, is he going to pull? Split relationships, is a receiver tight to the formation? Are there flat backs? That's what smart is, and it certainly can be shown on film. It can be drilled. So that is what's stressed in meetings.
You said light-handed. What does that mean?
Light-handed, like if you watch what a power play is, okay, with a hard double team and a back block and a backside guard pull. A lot of times the guards, they're so anxious and they want to get there with square shoulders and all that good stuff. You'll see them lighten their stance.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So instead of, whereas the double team might be white-knuckled and heavy in their stance, the guy that's going to pull is light in his stance.
So if it's a run play, maybe they'll be heavier there, pushing harder
That's
on
right.
the grass.
Exactly. Yep.
Great.
That was easy today.